Hello everyone, it's the GamerFox, and we're back in the Hermitcraft Season 9 World Download, and we're here at the Frost Citadel for another round of Decked Out 2. We're going to be trying out the second level of difficulty medium, which means we're going to be getting into some of the deeper parts of the level 1 ice caves, and we're going to be getting down into the level 2 and the deeper caves with the lava and the mushrooms and all that stuff. So here's what I ended up with after all of my level 1 runs. I had a number of successful runs. We got a victory tome and we have a few extra items here. And we have a fairly decent deck that we're working with. We've got quite a bit of the common cards. We even have a moment of clarity. I've been buying some of the ethereal cards. These don't last from run to run. These only get used once every time you run. So you have to keep buying them, unfortunately. And then I have started to get some of the more uncommon cards as well. I do have Frost Focus and Evasion, and one of my goals of our runs today is to really start filling out my deck in this area and start to get enough of those different items that we can afford some better cards. Now, one thing that I've done since the last episode is I actually added a command block behind this block right here in the bed that summons in the Tango Cam, which is what you need for the map. So that is automatically available. I don't have to worry about that anymore. A little bit of a trick I learned from Etho and B-Dubs is to get a little bit of health down so you can eat something and get your saturation up before going in. And here we are. We're on medium difficulty, so we're going to be getting into the lower areas today. So it's time to put our shulker in and get started on our runs. Level 1 artifact. Okay, we can do this. We can get out of here. All right, let's go super efficient. Let's be smart. Let's get this done. We know our way around here. We just have to make sure our Ravagers are in the right spots. We already got Clank. Okay, we got to move this guy. All right, maybe I can draw him over here. If we go over here. All right. Here he is. Come on back in the corner. Yep. Come on back. Come on, get in the corner. There you go. Okay, good. We're going to stick him there. Hopefully the other guy is... Oh, he's right here. We'll put this guy down here. Come on down. There you go. All right, we got to get ourselves out of here quick. Okay, very good. All right. We're picking up a bunch of Clank, but I feel... Oh, tons of Clank. Tons of Clank. I don't want the Clank. I don't want the Clank! Alright. We should be getting Frost Embers now. Oh, there's a key. We don't have to go down to the lower levels. We can just work here. Okay. I'm hearing... Aha, Frost Embers. Okay. Oop. More Frost Embers? Over here, maybe?
Frost Focus.
Yeah. Frost. Give me the Frost Embers. I don't want all the Clank. I don't have Clank blocks, so we have to be careful. Okay, we've had a Ravager in here the last few times. Ooh, okay, good.
Treasure Hunter.
Couple of those guys. All right, I think our compass is going to that room over there, which is fine. I just need to make sure that, okay, Ravager's over there. Oh, it saw me. Okay, I've got to... Okay, another Frost Ember. I just got to get it out of here. Just got to get into a good spot. Yep, come over here. Okay, good. All right, I'll leave it for there. Now, I got to be very mindful of it because the last time I was not mindful, the thing got me really good. I think it's here. There it is. Booyah! Ooh, banana. And I've got 6, so that's 27. Okay, 27. I need to get out of here safely. Okay, there it is. There it is.
Stability.
Another Frost Ember. Oh, I gotta be very careful in here. I've gotten caught by this thing in here several times now. Can't get stuck in there. Okay, good. Oh, okay, now I can lead it out of here. All right, we'll go around this way. Okay, we'll make that good. Good move. Slick move. I hear more. I think I hear more treasure coming out. I think I have, what, 28 Frost Embers. Now the question is, do I get greedy?
Treasure Hunter.
more treasure. I'm going to wait here and see if we get treasure. Oh, there might be more in there. Okay. Okay, there was 2 of these guys at one point on the bridge. Okay, that guy's back there. I don't know that the Ravager has seen me over here. Hopefully not. Okay, it's over there. There's nothing up here treasure-wise. That stinks. I don't think I want to mess with anybody in there. Okay, that's still down. All right, if we can get any frost embers on the way out, we'll grab them. I do not want to die. Hopefully this room is still good. Yes, it is. Let's see, is this area still good? Oop, there's another frost ember. We're going to grab that. Oop, and there's some treasure. All right, we're gonna fly our way out of here.
Second wind.
All right, so we're getting like 31 frost embers. That's awesome. All right. This is a successful one. It's not down to level, it's not down to the mines and all of that, unfortunately. But I'll take a hypnotic banana to get like 30. This is going to be great. We are going to have all kinds of frost embers now. 31! Woo! All right, let's see what kind of cards we get out here. Hopefully we get something in this area that we can afford. Okay. Beast Sense. Ooh, Beast Sense is very good. Well, we can afford Beast Sense, so let's do that. Okay, let's buy a Beast Sense, and then Sneak. We'll buy another Sneak too. That's not a problem. We'll get ourselves. There we go. All right, we got our cards. Let's get our Artifact, because we have another successful run here. And let's see if we can beat the Ravager on the way out again. We only have 2 of those, unfortunately, but let's see if we can beat our friend. Oh, nope. He was too quick that time. So this is one of my later runs in all of the efforts that I was making to make decked out runs. And I started at one point realizing that I was probably getting a bit distracted making these runs while I was trying to also do the commentary. You just saw the hazard closed on that Ravager, which was a huge save right there. That was helpful. But I started not doing the commentary because I felt like it was distracting me. I felt like I was dying a lot. You'll see later in this video that I had quite a few deaths. And I think a lot of that was attributed to me constantly trying to commentate and make different things, trying to entertain while I was doing the runs. And I found it was actually a little easier to focus while not doing commentary. So I'm going to talk over the track here and talk about a few things that you'll see. One of the first things you can see is that there are a few cuts here in the editing, and that's really just because over many runs that I was making here for Phase 2, the beginning part of the runs, as you see, big cut right there, the beginning part of the runs were almost always the same. You know, make that initial jaunt into the big room, try to take care of that first Ravager, secure it in the corner, go into the second room, try to secure the second Ravager, kind of run all the way back up here, get some berries, look around for frost and coins. Right there was a whole point that I was just sitting there listening for frost focus and not getting any frost, so I cut things like that out just because it's kind of repetitious and boring. And this is a run where we did get into the lower part, so we're going to go down into level 2. And I have to say, it was very challenging compared to level 1. I think just because there's a lot fewer places to be able to trap Ravagers down here. Right here, right up from the outset as you're walking in, there's just a huge open area, as opposed to level 1 where you walk in and you have a whole set of caves that are relatively safe to get started. Right here, right off the bat, there can be a Ravager right when you first walk in there, and that's very difficult. So what's interesting about this particular run, as you can see, I'm being very careful But there are no Ravagers so far. That is very uncommon. I don't think I had been in this room before. When I went in here, I was very surprised. I was like, what the heck is this room? I never saw this on any of the Hermit's runs. So I went in there very quickly. But you'll notice there's no Ravagers. That is incredibly odd for this area. There's usually at least one Ravager that will not go away over here. So the fact that there is no Ravager right now is crazy. But I was able to get a really good item. I was really excited. I was like, ooh, this one's a lot of Frost Embers. And then immediately, as you can see, like almost immediately, the Ravager appears. And I start stumbling, and I'm like, ah! Am I going to make it out of here? Thankfully, that hazard was still open. I got stuck on that wall so many times. And I had to go around and kind of think fast and end up in another area. And usually I died. Normally, that hazard being closed results in death, most likely. This is the worst area for me down there. As you can see, I immediately avoided that lava area. I died in there. I did not have any good luck in that lava area. So in any of these level 2 runs, you'll see me avoid that lava area like the plague. And I only had one artifact pop up for me over there, and I still died. I kind of got close to it, but I died. So I avoided the lava quite a bit. One other thing that I saw Hermits do as I watched a few of their runs is after you get that artifact down below, if your clank is not bad, as it isn't in this particular run, it's still pretty good for me. I do a sweep up here trying to collect a whole bunch of items. I'm looking for treasure. I especially want more Frost Embers because you can only get good cards if you get a good amount of Frost Embers. And I wasn't, in the earlier runs, especially in level 1, I was barely collecting any Frost Embers. So this, getting down here to level 2, and getting even some of the tomes and artifacts in this level as they're increased in value was super helpful. I was actually able to finally start affording some more uncommon cards. Get out of my common set. So this is something else that I started to get good at up here, was being able to get the Ravagers stuck up here as well. Not only in the ice caves, but I knew which rooms I could kind of lead. Oh, he followed me over here, and a lot of those hazards are closed, so I'm immediately decided, nope, I'm out. I'm going this way. I'm getting out through the ice caves. And I just got a coin right there. One of the things that I found in many of these runs is as I'm running around, I would hear Frost Embers ding, I would hear treasure ding, and I'd be running and trying to figure out where those things were dinging from. And you just heard another treasure ding. Whether or not it's come out right here or in another spot, unsure. That's always what I'm looking for. And now I'm thinking on my feet and saying I'm going to try to get some of this. And am I going to continue looking, or am I going to take my Frost Embers and go? I decided, because it's kind of quiet, I wanted to go check the other room over here. This room sometimes can be, you know, like anything, it can be completely empty. It could actually have something. Right there, nothing. I just cut right there also because I went back 3 or 4 times. I kept hearing Frost Embers dinging, and I think they were dinging over here. And I kept going back to that one spot, checking, and it's like, ooh, is there a Frost Ember here? Nope. Ooh, is there a Frost Ember here? No. Now you just heard another Frost Ember go. I think that one's probably in the crypt side. Unless you hear the ejection of the dispenser, it's probably not near you. And then I just saw right there that both the Ravagers were right there, and I was like, okay, I should not press my luck. One of them though just saw me and is right after me, so I'm like, okay, we're out of there. I decide one more time to come back and look over here just because I keep hearing treasure and Frost Embers dinging, and I wanted to get as many frost embers on this particular run as I could. And I think I only got one item there. I don't think anything else dings. Sometimes you get really, really lucky with being in the right place at the right time for these drops, and sometimes it's famine. There's like nothing. I don't remember if there's anything here. Nope. And at that point, I'm like, okay, I got a good item. I got a good amount of frost embers. I got a crown. So you got to take the win. And that's exactly what I did here. Once, at some point, I think anybody playing this gets to the point where you're like, all right, enough is enough. My clank is getting too high. I don't want to lose this item. It's a very, very good item. One of the best items I got on any run. So this is one of those occurrences of take the win and go for it. Take the win, and if you can walk away from it, you got to do it. So we bought our card, and I like to get those moment of clarities when I can afford them. I will add some of them in as well. Throw our items in the bucket, and let's see if we can beat the Ravager. He's pretty far over, so I thought I could beat him this time, but nope. Okay, another level 2 run here. Getting back into the mines. I had a lot of deaths down there. This was the second one of my best runs. Getting the Knight's Helmet was the most, I think that was the best item I've gotten in any run so far. I was hoping, I'm like crossing my fingers, ooh, can I get something as good as that again this time? And you just saw, I'm like, okay, I see a Frost Ember, and I want it, and I immediately see these 2 Ravagers. Now, big thing that I felt doing these runs as opposed to what I did in the first video, all the level 1 runs, was I felt a little more confident in managing the Ravagers in these runs, especially in level 1. Level 2, I'm still getting my strategies. I'm still figuring out kind of how to deal with them in this phase, and I don't know if I've really perfected it as well. I feel like at this point, I've done enough level 1 runs. I've kind of perfected where and how that I need to put Ravagers when I'm making these runs. I'm not perfect. I still make mistakes, and every once in a while I'll run into a room like this one. The Ravager will be behind me. You'll see in the death compilation, they'll still get me. They'll still hit me, and I'll still be like, oh my goodness, why did that Ravager just come out of nowhere and just get me? I'm clicking off a lot of clank in this particular run, which was really getting me worried. I don't like hitting all the clank, especially in the top, knowing I have to go down below, and there's tons of clank that I'm not terribly familiar with. I just noticed here there's a few coins. We're going to pick up those coins. All right, I got enough coins for 2 crowns, and I like, as you can see, I got the Pork Chop Power. I like trying to keep that Pork Chop Power card stacked in my deck if I could, because it really makes a big difference. You get hit by a Ravager, having a Pork Chop there to get back some of that health is really huge. It's very difficult to work your way back from a Ravager hit with just berries. Now, I just noticed that Bounding Strides hit, and that wall right there was one that I constantly dealt with, having to go all the way down to the bottom of the mushrooms and turn around. And I just saw, wow, I can get over that wall really quickly. I've been in this area for an item before and died, and so I knew there was a drop there. Now you can just see, I'm like, well, do I go down? No, I've got jump boost, so I was able to avoid that Ravager down there. And those Ravagers down in those mushroom areas, they're not impossible to deal with, but it's much, much more difficult than in level 1 because you don't lose as much line of sight with them. In level 1, it's very easy to kind of get around a corner away from them, and they'll almost immediately lose line of sight, and they'll de-aggro. In level 2 down here, this area is so wide open, as you can see. Like, you see that one just caught a sight of me. It's hard to get areas where you can avoid them. So, as you can see, I just got my item and I decided to just get out of dodge. I'm like, I do not want to mess with going around down there looking for treasure. This is another one of those things where I say my clank is really good right now. I've had a couple clank blocks in my deck, so the heartbeat is at a decent point where I'm like, okay, let's do a sweep up top and let's see what we can find. We've only got 2 frost embers. We're able to get 2 crowns, which is great, so I wanted to do a sweep up top here again. Make sure if any of my frost cards have gone, which I could see one of my frost cards had just hit, so there were some frost embers popping. So I wanted to do another sweep. Now you can hear treasure is going, and I just heard treasure actually go. You're hearing the dings, but again, if you hear the dispensers release the item, then you know you're right there. It's definitely worth taking the look, especially on level 1 where you know what you're doing at this point. You feel confident. And I just noticed the 2 Ravagers are there. And again, my first time around, those early runs in the last video, I would have freaked out at that point. I'd have been like, ah, Ravagers, oh my god. This time around, I'm like, okay, I know where he is. I know where I need to put them. I'm going to get this guy stuck on the bridge right here. That's a good spot. I can anchor him up there, make my little exit on this little spot right there.
Sneak.
At this point in the runs, because I've done several of them up to this point already, I know I can confidently leave the Ravager up there and now look around these caves. The other Ravager is probably still in the room with the stairs, so I'm feeling okay right now. I'm feeling I have a little bit of time to look around, check for some frost embers, check for some loot. I want to, but the goat I think is 18, so and I've got 9, I've got about 27. I was trying to get myself into the 30s for frost embers so I could afford some of the better cards. Nimble looting, loot and scoot, bounding strides. Those are all really good cards. I mean, bounding strides helped me on this one. I believe that's the one that you have the jump boost, and super helpful already. Now I'm checking. I'm still farming. I'm trying to loot this place as much as possible. This would be the equivalent of when you're caving in Minecraft and you've done pretty well and you're saying, well, I don't see too many creepers or skeletons or zombies around. Let me just check a few more of these areas. You saw another frost ember just pop there. That's awesome. Good timing. I don't remember if I go back up. Nope, I did decide to make another loop on these caves right here.
Clarity.
And as you can see, things do pop every once in a while. Yep, here's some more. I heard these probably go when I was in that other chamber and come out. So we're not doing too bad. We're doing actually really well. Now we've got, I've already collected 3 crowns. We're going to be able to afford another 3 with coins. I have 16 frost embers. Matched with my 18 from the goat, I've got 34. So I was really excited about this one. I'm like, oh boy, I am collecting a good card out of this run for sure. I don't see my friend the Ravager over there, but as always, I'm like, listen, we're not going to tempt fate. we're not tempting fate. We're going to the exit. We're going to cash these in. And this was another good run. I mean, it was quick. It was pretty straightforward and easy. The artifact was easy to find. I had bounding strides at the right time. I really found that a multitude of factors really have to come together for a successful run. And not only experience, but also luck as well. So this was a nice, good successful run. I got a good expensive card, and I was pretty happy with this one, I must say. Now, I don't remember. I believe this is one of them where I actually survived getting past the Ravager, and I did. And I had actually, on several other runs, which I didn't include in this video, I made it past that Ravager. So this was time number 4 of every time I had made it through there, so that was pretty cool. I then, like a crazy person, decided, well, why don't I try to do it again? Can I get past the Ravager twice? And no, I didn't. Alright, and here is the last of my runs here for medium difficulty. This one ended up being another level 1 run. And you'll see why I included it in a bit. But at this point, as you can see, the nice thing about this run, it was kind of a straightforward one because the first 2 Ravagers were already in place where I usually want them to be, so I didn't have to run around and move them and lure them into place. They were already where I usually want them to be. It might have been because I had just done another run before this one.
Moment of clarity.
Just been where they usually were, so we avoided having to do the whole loop around to put them in those 2 spots, which was very nice. We're kind of doing the standard pattern here for level 1. Scoot up through those initial ice caves, grab a little bit of a coin. Now I did notice I wanted to go in the throne room, and we had a friend there. So that meant, no thank you, you're not coming in that way. So we quickly have to pivot and go back. Again, now knowing with enough experience that the Ravagers are kind of where they should be out on these initial ice caves, I'm confident I can run through here fairly quickly. I think you'll see by this run is definitely compared to any runs in the first video, you can see I have a little more of a smoother motion. I'm kind of confident where I can take jumps. I know where I can sprint a little bit. I know kind of scan. Okay, scan right there. If I don't see a Ravager present, I'm okay. Always just checking and making sure my sight lines are safe. I can get into a room. Nobody's behind me. Nobody's going to sneak up on me. So many times. Get into rooms like this. You turn around to get the berries, or you find these types of things. You turn around, and there's a Ravager right behind you. And you missed it in the corner. You didn't see... I mean, one of the earlier runs that I had, I think it'll be in the death compilation, you'll even see. I was running... and there was a Ravager almost literally right next to me, and I never saw it. I was focused on the loot items that I was looking for. I never even saw the Ravager, and it just immediately came up and got me. So the compass is pointing to the throne room right here, so I just had to work that Ravager out. But again, I know how I can move them away these times, get them into another room, get rid of that line of sight very quickly. It's very straightforward on level 1. I believe that's how Tango designed it that way, so you could get away from them, get them stuck in a corner, get them stuck somewhere where you now have a little bit of room to navigate, as opposed to level 2, where it's more open. There's more open spaces. Up here, you still have the ability. Right now, the Ravager is up here on this level, but I'm like, I know it's behind some pillars, I know it's behind some columns, so I'm okay with that. I can do a little bit of looting. Came out here to grab some frost embers. I don't believe that this was a run that had the most amounts of frost embers or treasure ever. We've only got 1 crown that I'm taking away from this. We have 7 frost embers. I have the Tome of the Hills, which is worth 12, so now we have 20, because I just got another one. I think we're going to go down below here and take a look. I don't remember where our other 2 Ravagers were down here. Is there one down here? Nope, no Ravager down here. We're safe to kind of loot this room, and there is definitely items. It's worth the hit of the clank to get 2 more frost embers and a few more coins. So now we have 2 crowns worth of coins, and now we have 12 frost embers. So this is part of the strategy that you can use, is to come up here, get some level 1 artifacts, and just farm items. I think Nico and even B-Dubs had followed that philosophy in Hermitcraft of just coming to level 1 and getting what you need. So I'm coming in here, I see the Ravager up there, I'm immediately like, nope, all good. I don't need to go there. Let's go check over here for some items. We're up to 3 crowns and over 13 frost embers. So with that initial 12, I think we're at about, I gotta do the math real quick. I think we're at 25. And that hazard just popped, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I forgot the Ravager was right there. So I just saw the Ravager. I'm like, oh, no. And I should have been dead right there, but somehow I walked away, and I was like, what? How did I just survive that? How did I just walk away from that? 9 times out of 10, I am dead in that situation. I still don't know how I survived that. 9 times out of 10, I get that initial hit, it knocks me back a little bit, the Ravager recovers, and it hits me a second time, and I'm dead. I don't know how I walked away from that one. I really do not. But I was kind of thinking at this point, I'm very happy that I did. The last thing that I want is to increase my hazard to where I'm getting Vexes. I want to get the holy hand grenade out of here. Which I very, very quickly did. Pay to win just hit, which would have been nice. I could probably start getting a whole bunch of Frost Embers and treasure. That would have been lovely. But again, this is one of those instances where you got to take the win. 27 Frost Embers. I wasn't able to get anything that I really wanted in terms of the uncommon cards, so I ended up buying just a few more commons for my deck and outfit some of those. That's what you got to do sometimes. You just buy some cards that you can afford and farm up to where you can get some better cards. So an overall very good run here for level 1, a death-defying run. It could have been part of the death compilation, but luckily I survived. And for the second time of this video, I also make it to the end room and added my number 5 to the list of surviving the end. And one more successful run here. Okay, well, that was a whole bunch of fun. Well, I guess if you can consider it that. Medium difficulty was very challenging. Level 2, not easy at all. Those caves with the lava, with the Ravagers, with all the little nooks and everything, they're challenging. They're a big step up off of level 1, and it really took some time to get good and to get some good runs in. So here's how we ended up. I did get a large number of items from, this is all level 1. So this was the first level, the ice caves. Quite a few successful runs there. I didn't show them all on camera because it just started to get repetitious after a while. But I did get all of these items. And these were the items that I got from level 2 down in the lower caves. Much more difficult. These were higher value items, which was great. I did buy a victory tome. I decided I'm going to buy a tome for each successful run. I'm going to put this in the level 2. I'm going to buy one for each time that I get a good item in each level. And in terms of cards, with all of these runs, I've revised my deck. I took some of the uncommon cards out now, though I did buy a lot of Moment of Clarity because that is a very good card. But I did add quite a few of these other more uncommon cards. Evasion and Frost Focus. Tread Lightly is good. Second Wind, very helpful. Nimble Looting gives you a little bit of jump boost. B-Sense, huge for being able to see where the Ravagers are. Bounding Strides and Sprint, all super helpful cards, and they have come in and saved my bacon at a few times. You can see during some of the runs, the jump boost and the speed boost did actually help quite a bit. So after seeing those runs and seeing the items we got, I'm sure there's a question on the tip of your tongue. GamerFox, did you die at all this time? Yeah, I died a lot, and I've saved the best for last for you. So here's a quick compilation of some of the many humorous, fun, and crazy deaths that occurred for me during all of my runs here in Phase 2 of Decked Out. Not good! Oh, come on! Nope. Come on down, dummy. Oh, no! These guys are in the worst possible spot. Oh, man. Oh, man. That means... Here. Our guy is right here. Oh, no. I gotta get out of here. Mr. Poopy Head. Gotta get through this area, and here comes that Ravager. Oh boy. Oh. Get him on this side. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, more Frost Embers. It's got 6. Oh, no. Stimmers firing. Oh, no. Pull it out of here. Yep, come on there. Oh, no! How do I get in here now? Oh, man. Oh, no! Oh, come on! Oh, our water hazard. It's already closed. That's not good. Alright, there is... Oh! What?
Second wind.
Oh!
Hunter.
Oh, he's right on me. Oh, he's right on me. Ah. Okay, so we're gonna go here and make this. Oh, okay. Let's go. Get out. Oh. Okay, if I can get over there. Oh shoot. We gotta go. Oh. All right, I want to make one more pass and then we can see where. Oh, hey. Oh. Of course, Mr. Poopy Head. Why wouldn't it be? Okay, so, okay, we got a guy here. Oh no. Oh shoot. Okay, this is here in. Oh, dang it. So that's gonna do it. I hope you enjoyed this video, all the good runs, all the deaths. And if you enjoyed it, please do me a favor, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you want me to go to the next level, the third phase, hard level, and getting down into those level 3 mines. I'm kind of excited and intrigued to do it, but at the same time, I'm a little nervous. Level 2 was really tough. It was challenging. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this, and if you want to see more runs here in Decked Out, let me know for sure. In the meantime, I hope everybody's doing well. Take care, and we'll see you again real soon. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and go ahead and leave a like on it for me. And if you have a comment or a question, please be sure to leave it in the comments below. And if you're one of the many people who are not yet a subscriber to the channel, please consider subscribing. It's fast, it's free, and it helps me bring you more great content just like this. And I would really appreciate it.